Strawberry Daiquiri loses it! Strawberry Daiquiri had victory in the bag, and now he's out. He's not going to the tournament.
Look at that, a double joint in Paradigm. Squeaks on in
We'll
there.
see how they finish it out here. Pretty close down the drop. Oh, Pigeon takes it.
Oh my goodness, an AirPod with the colossal collapse.
Fuck all you guys.
Strawberry Daiquiri gets stamped.
Gets that stamp. Pandemonium right here. This is the last thing I expected to happen.
And then the fun begins.
Hello and welcome to San Diego, California, home of Week 1 of the 2022 NASMAR season. I'm Roland Roundwell, joined here in the booth by Race Time.
Yes, thank you, Roland. I am absolutely stoked to be here with you today in this wonderful city. We've got some great races coming up today.
We have some fantastic races. What racer are you excited about seeing today, Ray?
I think I'm most excited to see how the hometown marble Dolphin does in front of his family and friends. He grew up on this track. It should be fun to watch.
You know, some marbles are not used to the sand. Dolphin obviously will be. He came here with his father on a weekly basis to train. Real excited to see him. Now, we have some real exciting stuff to get to. We'll get down to the track. We'll speak with Mara Bowl. Cole Track is going to be with us here a little bit later, speaking to some of our veteran marbles. But first, Ray, a devastating story developing here in the NASMAR community that has been plaguing our week. Goldfish has been missing since Saturday.
Yeah, this is devastating, and it's an embarrassing look for the NASMAR community. One of our own has gone missing, and the culprits, none other than our own racers.
4 of our own marbles, Cul-de-sac, Gold Rush, Seaweed, and Safari Wild in custody currently under investigation in the disappearance of Goldfish out of Uzbekistan. We wish him and his family nothing but the best. But it's time to send it down to Mara Bowl, who's trackside.
Hey, Roland. Let's take a look at how this track has shaped up this week. We start off with a long straightaway and a standard turn, and then the fun begins. The middle section of this track is built for passing with 2 sand bumpers and 3 taped turns. Our racers will then hit our drop zone and speed into a back straightaway littered with bumpers. I spoke with several racers during practice and time trials and kept hearing one phrase over and over again. Finish strong. Mudslide even went so far to say the first 8 seconds on this track mean absolutely nothing. Strong words from our fastest racer. Should be a fun one today, guys. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Mara. Some great insight there. As you can see, Ray, a track that has speed, but it also is built for passing with those bumpers. What do you see happening here today?
Well, I think Mudslide hit the nail on the head. The first 8 seconds do not matter. It is all about how you navigate those final bumpers, and we'll see how the marbles do. Like I said, I think Dolphin has an advantage. He knows how to navigate these bumpers. He's been doing it his whole life. I like him there. I look for some of those smaller marbles to maybe sneak on through. You never know.
I think this could be a track where some of those medium-sized marbles will prevail. We saw that in the time trials. We'll see those numbers here in just a moment. But I do think this is going to be one where the big guys are going to hurt a little bit. Do you feel the same way?
Oh, absolutely. I think they're going to need to get a lead ahead of time and make some blocks on the back.
I agree. I think passing with the big guys is not going to be their forte in this one. But let's take a look how today is going to play out.
Yes, and we had 46 marbles run time trials. 3 each, and the top 32 have advanced on to our group stage. The group stage is filled with 8 groups, 3 races per group. The winner will advance on to the tournament. The winner of the first group race will receive a first-round bye, and that tournament is single elimination.
All right, we got 1 point each going to the fastest time trial lap, the fastest time trial average, and the fastest race lap for today and the tournament tomorrow. You get 1 point if you make it to the group stage, 2 if you make it into the tournament, and it goes on up from there. If you make it all the way to the finals, you're going to get 24 and 40 points going to our champion, so a huge advantage there. And let's take a look here at our time trial results. You see Mudslide with the top time trial average of the week. That's a 9.22, about a tenth of a second higher than Neptune there in second place. However, Honeymoon did run an 8.73 lap, which will get him 1 point in the standings going forward.
And moving down to our 11 through 20, you see Pond Scum right at that 11. The golden boy of the league, Lemon Drop, with a 9.58. Pigeon coming in at 16 with a 9.6, and Sleeping Indian, what a surprise, rounding out the top 20.
All right, 21 through 30 here. It looks like Taxi Cab and Tidal Wave are my surprises here, sneaking into that top 30, getting themselves into the group stage. Both those marbles with a weird matte texture. Also, look at AirPod up there, smallest marble in the field.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well, those two. They should be below that red line. But look at this. Hurricane and Dolphin, the hometown boy, our last entrant. And how about River's Edge? The favorite to win this race does not even make to the group stage.
All right, the bottom marbles of the week. It's Mesopotamia, Tequila Sunrise, and Furniture Store rounding out the bottom three. And let's move on. It turns out, Ray, just like your ex-wife told you right before she left, size does matter. Here are our biggest and smallest marbles of the week. You can see a lot of these marbles eliminated. River's Edge, Lozenge, Toasted Pear, AirPod just barely made it in. Rose Gold didn't. What do you see here?
I look at Dory. Third place, one of our fastest marbles, one of our biggest marbles. So I'm looking for a big performance from Dory right there.
And we are moving on to group number 1 of the day. It's Mudslide, Orb of Pangea, Strawberry Daiquiri, and Paradigm. Who you got your eyes on here, Ray?
Well, I like Mudslide, and it's important to remember the winner of each race will move on and be safe. And then it'll go from 4 to 3 to 2 to eventually our one kicked out.
All right, race number 1 here. It's Mudslide and Orb of Pangea out to a pretty good start. Actually, that's Paradigm out in the front. But Orb of Pangea is going to take race 1.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a surprise. Mudslide coming in 4th. Paradigm, our 4th place, trying to sneak in there and steal one.
Orb of Pangea with that first round bye as it moves on, and Mudslide didn't like us talking about him as he moves into first place here in race number 2, followed closely behind by Strawberry Daiquiri, but no contest.
Clinical. Mudslide's going to advance, but not get the first round bye. We have a final race between Strawberry and Paradigm.
All right, Strawberry Daiquiri clearly the favorite here, but going to fall behind early. Big size discrepancy here between these two. Strawberry Daiquiri loses it! Strawberry Daiquiri had victory in the bag, and now he's out. He's not going to the tournament.
Look at that. A double doink, and Paradigm squeaks on in there.
And the group run results, Strawberry Daiquiri gets stamped.
Gets that stamp.
It's Orb of Pangea with the first round bye. Mudslide Paradigm moving on to the tournament, but they will have that play-in race in the round of 24. As we move on here to group number 2, it's Neptune, Goku, Asteroid, and Orca. Ray, I know Neptune's one of your favorite racers in the circuit, but Goku has consistently been one of the best down the stretch. Who do you like here in this group?
I got to go with Goku. I think he has too much skill all around.
I think you're right there. Goku and Neptune both starting out in the front, but it's Neptune out to the lead. Getting ready to hit our clear drop, and it's Neptune out to a huge lead.
And Neptune's going to get it done. Should have stuck with my boy. I talked with him this offseason. He was really working on navigating those bumpers, and he did it really well there.
It's going to be Goku starting out front here with Asteroid, but Asteroid's going to take the lead around the first turn. Oh, but Goku, we've talked about him being a good racer, and he's going to take the second race.
Yeah, and you like to see that. I like the Cinderella stories, but I want to see one of our, staples in this league make it so.
Interesting to see what happens here. Orca had a real good backstretch there, maybe getting on to something. You can see taking a huge lead here from Asteroid in the elimination race. Not even close.
Yeah, and I didn't like that run from Asteroid at all. Orca with a clean backstretch. It's like we talked about. If you run that backstretch clean and you got the lead, game over.
If you don't, you get stamped, and that's what happened to Asteroid here. Neptune with the first round bye. Gonna be interesting to see Goku work his way all the way from the back.
And I think we'll see just that happen.
All right, moving on here to group number 3. It's Dory, Pond Scum, Rose Gold, and Taxi Cab. I think we're all in agreement here. Taxi Cab and Rose Gold, one of them going home.
Yep, and Dory and Pond Scum. Looking for some good races out of those two. Definitely the two favorites in this one.
I agree. Dory and Pond Scum starting out front. It's going to be Pond Scum out to a pretty large lead. Taxi Cab actually taking it around turn 3 and into the clear drop. Taxi Cab from the 4 spot.
And we spoke too soon. Taxi Cab with a clean run. Moving on with the first round bye.
Taxi Cab has yet to qualify for an event until today, and now he's going to the tournament in the top 8 seed. As we watch here as Pond Scum and Rose Gold battle it out. And Rose Gold takes race 2.
Well, this is pandemonium right here. This is the last thing I expected to happen.
We could see Dory, our second biggest marble in the circuit, go down to elimination before the tournament. If Pond Scum runs a good race, which it looks like he's running right now, playing some good defense. And Dory's going to go home. Second biggest marble going home before the tournament.
And a defensive clinic put on by Ponscom right there.
And Dory gets the stamp. But the big news here, Taxi Cab in the top 8.
I think that's going to be the surprise of the day. I think we've peaked in terms of upsets here.
I mean, whoever's in the top, I guess, bottom left of the bracket, because he's going to be the 8th seed, going to have a pretty good route. Group number 4, let's go. Tidal Wave going home. Calling it now.
I'm right there with you. I'm going to go ahead and put Sleeping Indian on that stamp line as well. You never know who's going to get stamped, but it's one of those two.
It's definitely not Honeymoon or Lemon Drop, and we see that right off the bat. Just way faster marbles. Lemon Drop with the lead down the backstretch. No one going to catch him.
Yeah, and the poster boy doing what he does.
Tidal Wave sneaking into that 2 spot, though, making us a little nervous. Race number 2 here, Tidal Wave all over Honeymoon. Oh, but he falls back pretty far. Sleeping Indian giving it a shot here.
Oh, my goodness, and my prediction is now officially wrong, as Sleeping Indian's going to move on to the play-in.
And you see Tidal Wave there running a 10.43. That's not going to get you in, especially against Honeymoon. Or will it? Some great bumping and shoving there.
Route.
Pretty slow down the backstretch, but Honeymoon's going to take it. And we were right this time.
And Tidal Wave had a chance to make a move right there, but he smacked into that bumper as well.
And that means he's going to get stamped as predicted. Honeymoon and Sleeping Indian going to go to a play-in race. And Lemon Drop, a first-round bye, one of my favorite marbles on the circuit. Personally, Ray, I don't know how you feel.
You know, I'm more of a Whirlpool fan myself, but...
Well, you got him here in group number 5. It's Snowstorm, surprise 1 seed. Whirlpool, a newbie in Creamsicle out of San Francisco, and McCall, the Brazilian marble.
My question here is, can Snowstorm retain that excellent form that he had in time trials?
Had a great time trial run. We'll see if that translates to the races. You know Whirlpool wants it, though. He's out to, battling back and forth here. That's a pretty close race.
Oh, my goodness.
Creamsicle took it 7/100ths of a second, separating 1, 2, and 3. But look who's in last, Ray.
Yeah, we'll see if Snowstorm can pull it together here, hoping that Whirlpool can take a win as he's got a lead around the first few turns.
Followed by McCaw. Snowstorm still in the back. Whirlpool is going to take it. He's still going to a play-in race, but he takes that one pretty easily again.
And Snowstorm has gotten last both races, and now he's facing elimination.
He's gotten last by a lot. That's 2 10-3s or higher as he's fallen back again to McCall, who's not a fast marble. Snowstorm goes home, the 1 seed. We had doubts about him to start, and he just proved those doubts correct. Maybe just a fluke there.
Well, maybe not so much a fluke as he's a racer that needs to be leading the pack. He's not a good finisher. You saw him fall behind there. It didn't turn out well. He's getting stamped. He's going home.
He's going home. Creamsicle with the first round bye. As we move on to Group 6, it's Radar, Grasshopper, Trash Panda, and Pillsbury. Who you liking here?
Well, you got to love Trash Panda, but I'm excited for Radar, one of the biggest, nicest marbles in the league. And our very own Cole Track is actually with him. Let's send that down there. Cole, how's it going?
Thanks, guys. I'm over here with Radar at his garage where his team is hard at work prepping for the group stage. Radar, break down for me how important it is for you guys to get the top spot in the group races.
Oh, you know, it's the most important part of the weekend. You got to win that first group race, so you get the first round bye in the tourney, and starting up front makes that way easier.
And looking at the rest of Group 6, is there anyone you currently see as a threat? Anyone that you're keeping your eye on?
No. Panda and Grassy are rookies. They're no ready to win yet. And Pillsbury barely made it to the groups. I'm no worried.
Well, I love the confidence, and I wish you all the best this week.
Thank you, Cole.
Always a pleasure. Back to you, Roland.
All right, a very confident Radar there. We'll see if he can take race 1 as predicted. It looks like it's Grasshopper out in front, though. Ooh, Radar give it his best chance, but he did not get that first round bye.
Yeah, he made a push, but you know what? Like he said, maybe Grassy was something to worry about there.
Maybe he was. Grasshopper going to the Sweet 16 automatically. Radar does not like that we're talking about him, though, as he's going to make the drop in first. Barely holding on, though.
Barely able to hang on, but he does get it done. We come down to Trash Panda and Pillsbury for that final spot. Who's getting stamped?
It's Canada and Minnesota, a battle of the North. We'll see who's going to take it out. Pillsbury out to an early lead. Remember, Trash Panda is a matte marble, and Pills is going to have no problems whatsoever.
Yeah, Pillsbury takes it by almost a full second there. So Trash Panda heading on home. That's 2 Canadian marbles in a row that we've seen get stamped.
Get stamped. Trash Panda joining Snowstorm in the Great White North of Depression. Grasshopper going to the first round by. Radar and Pillsbury getting play-in races as we're going to move on here to group number 7. It's Hurricane, Pigeon, AirPod, and Lightspeed, not in that order. What are you seeing here, Ray?
Well, I just think it's highly insensitive. We have a Hurricane marble from New Orleans. But Lightspeed, the new one from Copenhagen. Let's keep our eye on him a bit, and we love Pigeon.
We'll see if the rookie Lightspeed can get it done, followed by some smaller marbles here. He's going to hold the lead for most of this, kind of battling back and forth with Pigeon there. Lightspeed's going to take it, the first round bye for the rookie.
Yeah, looks like everyone hit the bumpers there, and they went down in order. Lightspeed hangs on, gets that first round bye.
Hurricane, Pigeon, and AirPod, some smaller marbles. Hurricane, the biggest of the group. He's bumping and shoving. You can see he's trying to have his way with Pigeon, but Pigeon lost it.
Oh, my goodness.
Another close race separated by 0.7 of a second.
Hurricane's going to get it, and we come down to AirPod versus Pigeon for the final spot.
All right, 2 small marbles here. It's AirPod and Pigeon. Oh, there's some bumping and shoving already. We'll see how they finish it out here. Pretty close down the drop. Oh, Pigeon takes it.
Oh, my goodness, an AirPod with the colossal collapse as Pigeon takes the win.
Let's take another look at that one, Ray. He just bumped him out of the way. That's kind of a dirty move there on the outside, but you know what? Winning is all that matters.
What a cheeky little pass on the outside as we see AirPod in L.A. get that stamp.
He got the stamp from Pigeon on the left side as well. I wonder, hey, Cole, if you're down there, is there any way either you or Mara could get a word with Pigeon real quick?
Pigeon, what an absolutely incredible win there in race 3 to avoid elimination. A race where AirPod had the lead until the last 7 inches. How do you pull something like that off?
It's easy, man. East Coast versus West Coast. East always gonna win this shit. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And he's too small for this shit. He needs to find a junior circuit somewhere.
You don't think AirPod is cut out for this league?
You saw the race. What you think?
I think it was very close.
I think he a bitch.
Ooh, some harsh words there coming from Pigeon. And I'm getting word that Cole Track was watching that interview with AirPod and has a response from him. Let's send it down.
Fuck all you guys.
Well, emotions are running rampant here in San Diego. AirPod not taking that too well. Maybe a little bit of a rivalry, maybe a one-sided rivalry headed towards East and West Coast.
We will see.
Either way, we're moving on to Group 8 where the hometown kid is running in the 4 spot.
I like him to take this one first. I think he's going to have that knowledge of the track. He's going to have that adrenaline, the energy. I look for a first round bye out of Dolphin.
First round bye out of Dolphin is the call from Race Time. He's sitting in 3rd at the moment, headed towards the drop. I think that's Alpine in front who's going to take it.
Oh, boy. You know when Alpine wins a race, we got a boring group here. So Alpine's going to take it, move on, get that bye. Partly Cloudy gets last place.
Toasted Pear, Partly Cloudy, and Dolphin battling it out. And Partly Cloudy looks like he didn't even want that one. Just kind of handed it to him around turn 3. And Dolphin's going to get the play-in race. He's the 2 spot.
Yeah, you see the experience. He is a rookie. He is young, but that experience did play in. He's able to sneak in that second game.
Partly Cloudy and Toasted Pear here. We'll see who will battle it out. Toasted Pear was top 8 in time trials, so be interesting to see if he goes down.
Now he's going to hold on.
Just barely hanged on there. About 0.2 of a second lead over Partly Cloudy. And it looks like here all of our races are done. Partly Cloudy, the last marble to get stamped. Alpine, the last marble to make it in with the first round bye. It's Dolphin, Toasted Pear also making it. So let's take a look here real quick at the marbles who did get eliminated. You have some marbles who were at the top of the time trial rank, some marbles a little bit more expected, like Tidal Wave and Partly Cloudy. Anything that really threw you off guard here?
Yeah, I think Dory, and not surprised that Snowstorm didn't make it, just the way that he went out after being in that 1 seed. And we were hoping better for AirPod. What a heartbreaking end. We saw how emotional he was. I don't think that Pigeon knew that AirPod was listening, but I mean, we love the beef here in NASMAR, right?
I'm pretty excited to see. We're probably going to get a matchup between AirPod and Pigeon at some point, possibly in a group stage again, possibly in a tournament, although probably rather likely based on their skill sets. But we may see this come to fruition, and we love drama, and we may be getting some. We're going to have some drama here for you on Friday as we move into our tournament. Let's look at this bracket here, Ray. Who do you think has the best path to victory?
You know, I'm looking at that bottom right quadrant. You look at Radar, he's got to go up against McCaw. That should be a win. Then the two rookies, either Creamsicle, Lightspeed, Toasted Pear, or Hurricane. I think Radar's just going to cruise through that side of the bracket.
Well, Radar was my pick, too, to win the whole thing, so I'll go to the matchup I'm most excited about seeing. It's a potential matchup over here in the Elite Eight on the bottom left of our bracket. We got Cousins, Lemon Drop, and Whirlpool in this side of the bracket. I don't see either of them having a problem with their opponents. We got Lemon Drop in the 4 seed, going to face either Pigeon or Rose Gold. Pigeon's so emotional right now at Rose Gold, just not a good marble. And you got Whirlpool taking on Paradigm. That'll be easy. He'll run through the rookie Grasshopper, I think. To see a cool matchup here between Lemon Drop and Whirlpool. And Cole Track is actually standing down with Whirlpool right now. Let's get his take on being the longest tenured marble.
Hey guys, I'm here with the longest tenured marble in the league, Whirlpool. First off, how good does it feel to be back out here for your 4th NASMAR season opener?
Oh, believe me when I tell you, bud. There's no better feeling than rolling out there on the track with the boys, especially in a beach and sunny San Diego. It's the best feeling in the world, no bones about it.
And how many more years do you think you have in you?
Oh, go fuck yourself, bud. Seriously, you know you're stuck with me till I crack open.
Love to hear it. Okay, but in all seriousness, looking at the bracket, how do you feel about your chances?
Oh, we're feeling pretty good. Hopefully should be able to roll through Perry and Grassy pretty easy there, and then after that, I'm just going to try to match up with LD and give the fans something to write home about.
I know we'd love to see it. Thanks for your time.
Anytime, Cody. Take care of yourself.
Back to you, Ray.
And that's a wrap. From the day here in sunny San Diego, we had some great races, Roland. Which one stuck out to you?
I mean, obviously, this Pigeon AirPod race is getting to me right now. On top of all the emotions I've been feeling over the week with Goldfish missing and all these marbles in jail, and now we got two marbles fighting on the track, which is not something I love to see, but I love to see it, and I'm glad it happened.
Let's not pretend we're not here for the beef at NASMAR.